Hey, Yota, thank you for the raid. Good morning, everybody. I'm done making tea. I'll be ready to start in just a second. Oh damn, Razor! Razor, thank you for 5 gifted memberships. Thank you. Oh, howdy! Yo, Jaka John, that's a good... Hold on, let me get my sword. Hold on a second. Hey, Skylimit, thank you for the gifted membership. Thank you. I got my sword. Okay, I think we can start. Hold on. Oh. Please. Please. Just too much shit going on. Yo, Jess, good morning. Is Twitch still being mean? Oh, no, YouTube. I don't know, I've had connection issues lately. I bet it's already rusted because he kept licking at it. Hey, Clutchy, do I look like an anime villain? Do I look like an anime villain to you where my bit is that I lick the blade, you know? And it's like, ooh, he's creepy, he's an anime villain. Yes? Bro, I'm the protagonist. How can you do that? How can you do this to me? Bro is a Hokuto no Ken extra? Alright, I am kind of coded that way. Yeah, kind of. I am kind of, yeah. That's true. Did you call me Hercule? Mr. Satan from Dragon Ball? Oh my god. Hold on a second. Let's switch over. I have to, hold on. I have to do the thing, you know? Hold on. Alright, let's switch over. Just chatting. Don't freak out, YouTube. I'll add you in a second. Oh! Super base Lum Poster. Thank you for being a member for 7 whole months. Much appreciated. Green button funny man on top. Hold on, YouTube, don't freak out. Resist the temptation to freak out. There you go, you're right there. Charlie, thank you for the gifted membership. Thank you. He hates us! Collapsy, good morning. All right, hold on. I'm gonna take a couple sips of tea and then we can get right into it. Wait, Vasilka, are we not live? No, we're live. We're live, we're good. Okay, good. He greets us! That was his O face? What are you talking about? Alright, I have my sword. Oh, baby. I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear it. Are you gonna be able to hear me? Like, hold on. Let's get rid of the BGM. Alright. Are you gonna be able to hear it? I don't know if you guys can hear it. Oh, it smells all oily. Oh, baby, it's so sharp. How long is it? I mean, I can look up the specs, I guess, right? I don't think I have a measuring tape on hand. I have one. It's just a little bit difficult to get to at the moment. Oh, almost fell. Below or above it, I would say is spot on average, you know? Jotun, thank you for the raid. Yeah. You take care, buddy. All right. I hope you have a good rest of the day as well. Girth sword picks. I like it because it's very plain looking. It's a very plain looking sword, and I like it. And before you guys ask, I did try to take a water bottle and cut it in half. At first, I didn't. It was empty. It was just like plastic, so it just flew. It's like, oh, you need to fill it with water, and then I filled it with water, and then I couldn't really cut it. It's hard. There's a lot of technique to it. You can't just be like a weird, like no training. You have to like learn how to use the sword to cut it. Did you name the sword? I was thinking about naming it Ribians, but I'm not sure that would be okay. Naris, thank you so much for the super chat. Good morning, buddy. Good evening. To answer the question, oh shit, it dropped. No, that's fine. I discovered that Deep Sky Derelicts is a good name based on a quick gaming session. Buy a grindstone now and sharpen it. I don't know if I feel confident to sharpen a sword. I sharpen my kitchen knife all the time. I do sharpen my kitchen knife, but I don't know if that I have a, what is it called? A honing, you know, it's like it's got a handle, a honing steel. I've got a honing steel for my kitchen knife too. Ribian sword as opposed to Ribian's cat. Exactly. Sliding Ribians into your enemies. Imagine if it's not my sword, but my mod. They slide into my enemies. Psychotic. I don't know, man. I'm just feeling weird today. All right, I want more tea. Oh yeah. I mean, Twitch mods have swords, you have to now. I guess that's true. I guess that's true. Mystic, I also learned, for those of you that have never bought a sword before, Ved probably knows this. I mean, he definitely knows this because I think he told me about this, right? Like on live stream. Like there are like sparring swords, like they're steel swords, but they're only for sparring, and they're designed to never be sharpened. Because obviously, what kind of moron would spar with a sharpened sword, right? And like, they're very durable. They're designed like not to break ever. So they're tough, they're good. This is not designed for sparring. This is like a sharpened sword, and it's like, basically it's useless. You guys know that? Like, basically this thing that I bought, it's a sharpened sword, is basically useless. You can't really do anything with it unless you want to kill somebody. So it's just like, it's not really a whole lot of use. I do think in hindsight, if I wanted to, you know, practice, kill intruders. I mean, if I wanted to kill intruder, I don't think I would use this sword. Although, if I ever get like an auntie out my door, if I ever get like an auntie, you know, that tries to like throw down, I'm gonna throw on the pot, and then Dark Souls roll out of my front door with a sword, right? I'm just gonna strip down butt naked, except my underwear, and then put a pot on my head, unsheath the old sword, and Dark Souls roll out the front door. It's gonna be good. What if it's the opposite? Let me solo her. Are you interested in any Balisong butterfly knife? Kind of. I am like interested in melee weapons in general. Do you oil your sword? This sword came like with an egregious amount of oil. And I wiped it down and I feel like it's still got a fair amount of oil on it. See, like I think it might be in the sheath actually. Because every time I like unsheath it, there's like another layer of oil, especially at the very end. Do you own a mace yet? I have an axe. I have a sledgehammer. I don't think that counts as a mace. Hey, Kyo, thank you very much for the super chat. The moderated longsword, +1 to attack and damage. Whenever a creature is slain by sword, their soul is sent to Detroit. Detroit is like the anti-Valhalla, right? It's a self-lubricating sword. Oh my god. I have a K-bar katana. I should get a claymore though. Let's go. I don't know what I expected. A longsword is by definition a two-handed sword. So like, I don't know what I expected. All right. I thought in my head, I don't know why, right? I thought that a longsword would be at least slightly smaller than like a katana. I thought a katana would be longer, but I'm pretty sure my longsword is significantly longer than my katana. I would say by at least like 4, maybe even like 6 inches. This is a long boy. It's pretty long. Naurus, I am a pleb. I don't think I'll ever be able to use a longbow. I was in the archery club for a year in college, and I never really mastered it. And like, a modern bow is like a baby weapon compared to like a longbow. Longbows were like fucked up. Like they fucked up your arm, right? I think if I wanted anything, I think I've mentioned this. I want a Flemish crossbow. At first I wanted a Genoese crossbow, but I gave up and I'm gonna go for a Flemish crossbow. I found a website that sells them. And I want to be a, you know, like a medieval crossbowman. Not a hand crossbow, like a full-on, like, you know, 100-pound draw crossbow. Yuri, thank you very much for the super chat. Randon, have you ever considered being a magical girl? I think it's never even entered into my mind that I could be one, right? But if I could, I absolutely would. For me, it's not even in the realm of possibility, but like now that you've mentioned it to me, it's like if I could, I would, you know? What kind of magical girl? The kind of magical girl that wields a crossbow, you know? Like the villain is like a sexy, like a military outfit, sexy villain with long wavy hair, you know, like a Sailor Moon villain with the, you know, with the military outfits. It's like the first arc, I think, right? And they're like doing like a monologue, and then suddenly a fucking crossbow bolt hits them right in the chest. And they're like, and then I walk up in like a magical girl outfit, and I pull out like a rondel dagger and just fucking stab them, right? Just finish them. I go, shh, you know, quick and clean, right in the heart. Where's the magic? The crossbow is magic, you know? What part of that is magic? No, the whole point is like, I don't use my magic on henchmen. Bring out the final boss. I don't bother with magic. If I could take it down with a freaking crossbow, why would I use magic on you? You know? The magical Colt 45. I cast bolt. The magic of the crossbow is that it's lethal. Shaky, good morning. Thank you for stopping by, much appreciated. Anyway. I do think that like if you have magic, you should not be using it, you know? You don't use magic when you don't need to, right? I'm kind of a cantrip hater. I have to tell you right now. For like modern TTRPGs, I'm kind of a cantrip hater. I miss the days when wizards carried crossbows, you know, because they're just like, I'm gonna run out of spells if I'm just using a, you know, a spell on every little thing. Baba Nana, a cantrip is a magical spell that you could spam. Uses Mage Hand to give you a wedgie. I mean, could you not throw shit around like a Jedi if you could levitate stuff willy-nilly? It's true. That's true. You're right. You're right. D&D without cantrip sounds interesting. Like, I don't know. Spells should be crazy. I can't pronounce your name correctly. Can someone once and for all tell me how to pronounce? Is it Viteheit? Now that you have a sword, you can I have to unlock a sword job for my random Final Fantasy XIV character. Should it be Paladin or Dark Knight? Be a Dark Knight, please, and thank you. Saku, thank you very much for the super chat. You should really watch Recreators because you kind of described the military. You know, remember when I was playing the princess game? What was it called? It wasn't Princess Maker. Long Live the Queen. And I raised like a monkey princess that was like knew everything about military history. That shit was wild, man. Beguiling Bear, thank you very much for being a member for 7 months. Thank you, thank you. Do you remember that shit? I was climaxing. All right, should I try Recreators? Is it done or is it still airing? Dutch Chairman, thank you very much for the super chat. I cast men butt crack on chat. Does that mean nobody can poop anymore? Hey, Stage Plum, thank you for being a member for 7 months. Thank you. Wowie, thank you very much for the super chat. I cast Tungsten Ball Sack. It's gonna hang too low. It's done? All right. How many episodes is it? Teach me how many episodes. Teach me. How many episodes is Recreators? It's 22 episodes? All right. I can't promise that I'll be done in a week, but I will pick it up. I actually was watching an anime. I had enough free time on my days off. I had enough free time on my days off that I, for lack of a better word, I just started pirating anime again, right? I should get Crunchyroll, but I was watching Vinland Saga, and I was like, I don't remember the manga starting like this. It's like, what the heck? What's a pirate? A pirate is a great equalizer. They take from the rich and give to themselves. It's nice that Vinland Saga exists. It's good, but I don't remember the manga starting that way. I got up to Thorkel and I was like, oh man, I love this guy. He's so cute. Tiny, thank you very much for the super chat. I'm infused, I have 0 immune system, good, and I have my hearing aids. Yo. Good stuff, good stuff. Jam, I lost the game. Thank you very much for the super chat. I second Recreators. I'm low-key pretty good. Literally, what if anime was real, the anime? I would lay down my sword. My rebellion is... You know what? Everybody, Zorius, thank you very much for being a member. Alright. You guys seem to like really... Okay. Can I ask you something? Oh, Giselle, thank you. I'm glad that you're here hanging out with me. Nick, thank you very much for being a member. Why did it end at 22 episodes? El Mangaka, why is it no? Why did Recreators end at 22 episodes? Isn't it usually like 13, 26, maybe 24? The episode count is, you can never ask anything. Ron, good morning. The story, I know, but like, they're, you know, when a production company is making an anime, they usually make it for a set amount of episodes, right? I don't think I've ever seen a 22 episode series, ever. You've seen 22? Huh. I bet he's gonna hate that anime. What do you think? It's the Bible anime must end at 26 episodes. 22 used to be more common? Evangelion was 26, correct? I guess. Hope we have a local Japanese anime producer in chat. Kind of. Did you watch Oshinoko? That was highly recommended to me by Luna, but I never really got around to it because I was so busy. Also, the way that it was described to me was like, what the fuck? What if fan fiction was real? It's so divisive. People are like, it sucks ass. It's top tier. Burb, gotta get yelled at? Who's yelling at you? Who's yelling at you? Don, what up? If you want to play a cool survival horror game, I highly recommend Signalis. It's good. It's got robot lesbians and really good puzzles. You know what? Let's put that on the list. Akashi and I were trying to figure out a good horror game to play. Have you guys heard of Iron Lung? I was thinking about trying out Iron Lung. The main thing that I've heard about it is that it's actually not that scary. But it is kind of like a creepy game. I'm thinking Iron Lung this week. What do you think? Project Zomboid! I guess that's true. Kyo, thank you very much for the super chat. Someone's gonna attack me for this, but I feel Vinland Saga was meh, and I like season 2 more than season 1. I think Vinland Saga, what I've watched, is good. My main complaint would be like, I feel like, hello everybody, my name is Markiplier, but fucking Akashi. I think the order, the way that the manga author did the story was important. I think, sounds like a chain smoker. Oh my god. I think the story order was important, and the way that the manga author did it was like the best way to do it, and the way that they changed it up, I didn't really agree with it. Everybody loves Project Zomboid. It's true. It's a pretty big difference though, Shaky. It's pretty big. Ashland baby girl. You know. I'm trapped in a tiny submarine. It's not scary, but it's really interesting. Yeah, I was thinking Iron Lung. I don't know. Pop Brother, thank you so much for being a member for 7 months. I've been going through 90s over. Yo, Hell Hazard! Applause and special, the animation character design is top tier. 90s anime, man. That's good stuff. Ron, thank you for the super chat. I bring reminiscences of Mashal, rhymes with muscle. Massel? Revolutionary Girl Utena? Comedian ruined my mental. Utena is like old school, right? If I'm remembering correctly. Old school enough that like I was a kid when it came out. Coach Zed, thank you very much for the super chat. Ajinomoto, thank you for being a member for 7 whole months. Generally, a 13 episode season represents a 3-month block if it's released weekly. 6 months for 26 episodes. 22 episodes will fit nicely into a 5-month period. Oh, okay. Ildirin, what makes you think that I have not watched Gup? What in your experiences led you to believe that I have not watched Gup? How do I describe it? Why do I like it? All right. Is it political? I don't know. Let me think about it. Okay. I have a little bit of like wariness of watching like any anime media about World War II. I'm usually kind of like, that is Jeff. Sometimes they get weird, right? But I think Girls in Panzer is funny because like there's like a school that represents the Japanese and all they do is death charge, and it's like oh my god, it just got way too real. They just die. And it's like, hey, maybe you shouldn't just charge to your death. Maybe you should, maybe you should try to like play it smart and try to keep everybody alive, huh? When I watched it, I was just like, oh my fucking god. It's like a critique. It's so rare for you to see like a critique, right? I don't know. Exactly, Pogs, I agree. I think Strike Witches was not good because it did that, right? It did the thing where they're like, yes, Van, I fucking hated Gate. I hated that show so much, but everybody loved it. I don't know. I was just like, what the fuck, man? This is so fucking weird. Yo, Ron, I know a streamer that plays a ton of Library of Ruina. I loved Gate. Laughed by myself, Gate. I kind of loved Gate. Gate got really weird. Unsolved. I'm sorry. I just have to tell you. I just have to tell you straight up. That shit made me really uncomfy. Ron, I know a streamer. I've lurked and I've watched not a fair bit, maybe like 10 to 15 hours of look, if it's like recruiting propaganda for their defense force or whatever, that's like whatever, right? There's like lots of little shit in that, and it was just like, what the fuck, like if they want to try to recruit for their defense force or whatever, that's fine. I have nothing like they can do that, right? But there was like a bunch of little things in it that just made me like really like, ooh, what the fuck, right? Like, and I just couldn't take it after a while. that's whatever. Like, I don't care about that so much. It's just like, yeah, whatever. If they want to spend their money on that, that's whatever. But like, I marathon Gate when I was up for 32 hours and I can't remember what happened in it. I thought it was okay. I don't know. It's just weird. There's a lot of weird stuff. Anywho, let's talk about girls in pants. I liked how all, like, the American school, they're just eating a shit ton of hamburgers. They had like a bunch of food trucks. The food trucks, like, I lost it. Like, the American school, they're just eating like hamburgers and pizza. And they have like food trucks wherever they go. And it's like, yeah, that's pretty much America. They got us, you know? And like, their school just zergs everything. They have like 80 tanks. They have like, it's like, their strat is like 5-on-1. It's like, nice. Nice. But I also like that, like, I don't know how to describe it. The captain girl is like pretty 10 out of 10. She's just like a nice person. Sergeant Oddball. America in anime is probably the funniest comedic relief one can get in serious tones. I guess that's true. Hold on, I gotta, you know. Arb Niero, thank you very much for the super chat. Gup is the best sports anime ever made. Ooh, that's a statement. I like Gup. I like it a lot. There's a lot of things that I really, really like about it, but I kind of feel like Chihaya has to be the #1 sports anime. Something about it was just like 10 out of 10. You couldn't put that shit down. And it's like, I don't give a fuck about, what is this card game bullshit? What is this? But I like fell in love with it. Chihaya Furu was like 10 out of 10. It was so good. Yokoshima, thank you very much for the super chat. Wise Uncle Randon, what are your thoughts about Escaflowne and Magic Knight Rayearth? I loved Escaflowne. I loved Magic Knight Rayearth. Actually, funny story. Jimmy was never much of a nerd. Jimmy didn't really, he watched Dragon Ball and then he was too good for anime. And then when he got a little bit older and he was into cars, I got him into Initial D and he watched all of Initial D. The only, what I would consider like pure weebcore like anime that I got him into was Rayearth. He read like, maybe like 5 or 6 of the manga volumes of Rayearth. I don't know why it hit for him, but it just did. Ramen Lava, thank you very much for being a member. Currently sick, need to listen while I rest. Yo. I will try to keep it calm and relaxing. Skylimit, thank you very much for the super chat. You should watch Fairy Tail, but only episode 45 and nothing else. Half joking. Do you like Tetris? Of course I like Tetris. What do I think about Fairy Tail? I had a hot take in Fairy Tail in my college days, late college days. And I got somebody like really angry. Should I reiterate what I said about Fairy Tail? Varson, thank you very much for the super chat. Word on the street says you're giving out free pizza. I'm giving out a free pizza and I'm increasing the size by 1 centimeter every time I make another one. And I'm slowly making you eat a bigger and bigger pizza. Shiki, thank you very much for the super chat. Exploding dragon with rockets is like primal childhood dream of mine. Fairy Tail. It's not a sex thing, Pup Brother. Fairy Tail is a ripoff of One Piece. But it's still good because it's a ripoff of One Piece. I like it. I like Fairy Tail. Because it reminds me of One Piece and it doubles up on, you know. Well, people are like, well, I hate Fairy Tail because it's a ripoff of One Piece. And it's like, my brother in Christ, you get a little bit more of, you know, you get a little bit more of One Piece. Just take it. Just take the win. Sharpens pitchfork. Fairy Tail is just the author's outlet for his poorly discussed fetishes. Yes, it's good. What fetish? What fetish? I did finish the manga. Humiliation! A man after my own heart. A man after my own heart. Labs, thank you very much for the super chat. Hitalia, thoughts? Hitalia definitely fits into the category of like, I come in with maximum like wariness whenever Japan does any type of World War II media. And it's like, yeah. Yo, D, thank you very much for the tea recommendation in the super chat. Have you ever heard of duck shit oolong? Cultivated Phoenix Mountain? No. A bit on the expensive side? How expensive? I'm always ready to spend more money for tea. Fairy Tail's world building is poopy. I mean, yeah, I guess so. Today is Friday, California. Yeah, it really is. There's really no like, all right, what did I like about Fairy Tail? What did I like about it? We talk about how Big O is just a big robot, best robot anime bar none. Ooh, can I think of a better robot anime? Okay, Gold Striker. I love Big O. You should watch me and Big Ham talk about Big O. I think Big O is like a 10 out of 10 anime. It's really good. They got the classic like big chunky robot. It's not my favorite robot anime though. I think Gunbuster 1 is my favorite robot anime. But I think Big O is like 10 out of 10. It's pretty close to perfect. I mean, it might be perfect. Let me think. It's tough. It's a tough call. Does its own thing, but there are plenty of stronger robot shows. I think the main issue with Big O is a robot show. Without any spoilers, I do think that like the ending confused me. And I've read a bunch of stuff about the ending. It's like, oh, the ending means this and that, right? I highly recommend watching all of Big O the entire way through. The ending confused the ever-loving shit out of me. That's why I like hesitate to call it like 10 out of 10. It's like a 9.9 out of 10. Well, all right, Ved. I don't think Evangelion even cracks like the top 3, maybe top 5. Maybe. Like Evangelion got very weird. Like I don't know. Yo, Vita Hide, please tell me how to pronounce your name. Oh, thank God you're here. Nomi, thank you for the gift sub. Vita Hide, teach me how to fucking just give me a phonetic pronunciation of your name. Oh, I meant in terms of being completely confusing? Yeah, basically. Hey, Hatch, thank you very much for the super chat. Big dub, I came out to my... Yo! Came out to my folks as non-binary, but they're surprisingly supportive. So I wanted to say thanks for being a chill orc that respects identity. Yo! Big win. That probably took a lot of bravery. Like, I don't know. You like trust your family to, you know, be cool? And if they're not, what do? It's like, well, That sucks. Hell yeah. Big Orc, it's showtime. I don't know. Vidahide, please teach me how to say your name. Both syllables are pronounced like bite. Vite height. Vite height. Vite height? Vite height. Okay. I will now proceed to never get your name wrong ever again. I apologize for mispronouncing your name. I think I was in weeb mode and I looked at your name and I was like, how would the Japanese pronounce this name? And I was doing that. Anime reaction when? I don't know. Yo, Mori, good morning. I did a reaction stream with Akashi and it was really fun. I don't know that I could do that by myself. I don't think I'm designed to do like what he did without him, right? I need another person to do reactions. Yo, Foxodon. Whoa! Servant, you gave Foxodon his 12-month gifts? That's fucking crazy! We're cool, man. To be fair, I got it from the Taru name generator in Final Fantasy 11. So it's possible it's supposed to be pronounced differently. I just chose to pronounce it this way. I mean, it's the way that you want, you know? That's the correct way, right? Randon, how would a Japanese person say Randon Nuring? That's a good question. Well, Randon is easy phonetically, right? Neuringu. Neuringu. Something like that. Yo, Matthew, thank you for the gift sub. Divine height, let's go. As long as it rhymes, it's a male Taru name. Kind of. Taru representation. Yo, Milks, good morning. Get supported, nerd. What is this? Oh man, I feel so much more confident holding a sword. This is like a streamer pro tip. If you have anxiety issues doing like just chatting or any type of stream, buy like a sharpened longsword, like a functional longsword, and hold it while you're streaming. I'm just like overflowing with confidence right now. It feels so good. The problem with the spear is that like it's unwieldy, right? It's very big and long and heavy. This sword is so much lighter than my spear. It's like less than half the weight. It's crazy. An emotional support longsword. Brandon, could you ring it like a tuning fork? I'll be happy to, Ved. Alright. I gotta be careful not to like cut myself with this thing. Let's turn off the BGM. Alright. How do I need like something metal to hit it with. Maybe the hilt? I don't know. Not the hilt. Please be careful, dear Lord. I don't know. I don't have anything to hit it with. Just flick it with your nail. Oh, it's so sharp. Use your teeth. Are you more of a dex build or a strength build? I'm definitely a strength build. That's some villain shit right there. Oh, baby. Don't tell me you cut your palm. No, I didn't cut my palm. Anyway. Oh. So sharp. All right, back in the sheath you go, my little friend. Shave with it? I don't know if you guys could hear it. Probably not. Paper cutting ASMR? Maybe. You must sate the warrior's spirit with your blood. Did we get a picture of the sword? Maybe. I might, you know, should ring with a vibrating tone like a tuning fork. But what do I hit it with? I don't have a tuning fork. I was hitting it with my fingernail. Didn't really make a noise, you know? A wrench? I'm not gonna hit it with a wrench. Like your palm or a book or something. My palm? What part of the sword? Get a fork from the kitchen? A Nintendo Switch? A spoon. Metal cutlery? A spoon. Fine, I'll get a spoon. I don't know why I'm trusting you over that, but okay. I'll get a spoon. I'll be right back. Omona, I'm showing off my sword. Give me a second. All right, I'm back. Yo, Stuart the Duck. Thank you very much for the 5 gift memberships. Thank you, thank you. All right. What are we doing here? Why is it still moving though? All right. Why do I hear screams? What do you mean? All right. So where do I hit it? Nothing hit with the spoon at the tip? The middle? The middle? I don't know. You need to find a good spot. I don't know what you guys are doing. What do you guys want? My favorite instrument is the long sword. The spine? Should vibrate the blade. It should be wiggling like jello. I think I'm not hitting it hard enough. I don't know if I'm hitting it hard enough. You had it? Harder! Is the sword an instrument? I don't know. I don't think I'm hitting it hard enough. All right. Put some stank into it. Well, granted. Thank you very much for joining membership. Much love, much love. That last one worked. Good to hear. Good to hear. Why is this tickling my forehead? Is sword ASMR. Let's go. Do you have a whetstone to sharpen it back up after slaying your enemies? Can't say that I do. Can't say that I do. Should I get it? Should I sharpen it? I don't know. I think it's different from sharpening like a kitchen knife, right? I don't think you use a sword. I don't think you use a stone to sharpen a sword. I think you need like one of those like it's like a wheel, right? Drop some metal pipes on it. Akashi loves the metal pipe sound. He thinks it's so funny. It just takes a lot longer with a whetstone. Oh, okay. Metal pipe sound is supreme. I like the vine boom. I like the vine boom. Question, are people allowed to hike with swords? That's a good question. That's a good question. I don't think I should hike with a sword. I don't think I should. Like, imagine you're hiking in the woods, right? You're hiking in the woods and you get to the end and there's a beautiful tree and there's like a hunched over orc, you know, with a sword at his hip, and he's breathing heavily, looking very creepily at like the tree. Wouldn't you just be like, well, hike ruined, and you turn around and you go back home? Oh shit, BGM. My bad. There we go. BGM. There we go. Hike improved! This guy fucks trees. How hot was the tree though, Entwu? At the risk of reigniting the meme, I did this hike because I read that people take like competition winning photos of this tree. I hope you guys can't track me down, but it's not that close to my house. I had to drive pretty far out, like 2 hours out. But people win, you know, photography competitions by taking pictures of this tree. It's like an aesthetic tree. It's very, very aesthetic. I did not fap to the tree. You know? I did not fap to the tree. If I'm like, you know, if I'm like walking and then I bump up against my couch repeatedly in a rhythmic fashion, I mean, I'm clumsy, man. What do you want from me, right? I did not jerk it. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. What is wrong with you? You never find like loopholes like that, you know? You never find loopholes. Like as a kid, you were never trying to find loopholes. Tree hugging to the extreme. What is right with you? Shiki, thank you for the super chat. Had my polypropylene sword close to the Motel 6. Let's go. Darth Shion, thank you very much for this super chat. Leg shaving stream with the sword. Probably never. I don't trust myself not to like fucking make orc bacon with this sword. As a kid, I didn't have to find loopholes because I never got caught. Wowie, did you watch my Five Nights at Freddy's stream? Did you watch my Five Nights at Freddy's stream? You don't know how close to reality that shit was. It was a bit, and in my opinion, it was one of the funniest things that I've done. But, you know, that shit was pretty close to my childhood. Do you guys remember that? Will you learn to fight with a sword? I'm interested. I'm interested. Yeah, Wowie, I did Five Nights at Freddy's, and I did a bit where, like, I was like I was playing the game and I was like role playing like I was a teenager in a house full of relatives, right? So it's like mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunt, uncle, right? And I'm trying to find a peaceful moment to jack it, right? But then like all of the Five Nights at Freddy's villains are like relatives. They're like, as soon as they hear me unzip the pants, they come running and they're like, Jesus can see you, right? And I was just like, yeah. Shit is closer than you. You're mentally ill? Well, if I'm mentally ill, it's my fucking family's fault for not letting me jack it in peace. Couldn't get it out of my goddamn system, man. Oh my God, Red. That would be way too awkward for me. Skill issue. How could you? How could you? Foxy, the fox pirate, the one that runs, I was like, that's the deacon, you know? The deacon is over to chat with my grandma, you know? And he has like the supernatural senses. Like, oh. I don't think that's how mental illness works. I thought that was like one of the best streams that I've done. Real as shit, I was celibate for months. You, Ichi, I'm telling you, these fucking people, they don't understand what it's like. They don't understand. I can smell sin in progress. I'm telling you, these summer children don't understand. If you grew up in an environment where you could jack it in peace, you are blessed, all right? You're making me lose my composure in front of my lab partners. Yo, Canavan, thank you very much for the super chat and good morning. Hi, Randon. I always want to go hiking alone. Do you have some weird, scary moments or encounters on hiking trips so that I can prepare for the worst? I don't know that that's a good idea. I feel like that's a good way to get you to like not want to go hiking. I have a couple creepy hiking stories, but I mean, I'm still alive, right? I'm obviously still alive. Story time? I mean, I saw a mountain lion consider lunging at a child, and then it saw me, and then it bolted, right? That's kind of scary, right? That shit, like, I was like, what the fuck? And when I told the parents, they got fucking mad at me. I was like, hey, you should look after your kid, because I saw a mountain lion eyeballing her. And they were like, don't tell me how to raise my kids. I know what I'm doing. I saw the lion. It's like, you clearly did not see the lion. You clearly did not see it. They got so mad at me and it was just like, oh my God. Nobody gets more busy than like an absent-minded parent, right? That gets called out. They get so fucking mad. Yeah, Iwashi. They got like, they like in the middle of a hiking trail, they were like yelling at me. It was just like, come on, man. I didn't even do anything to save the kid, Rango. I think I said, what the fuck? And then it looked at me and then it ran away, right? I ruined their life insurance scam. Oh my God. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right, Canavan, I'm gonna try to think of other stuff. Scary moments? That wasn't scary for me though. Wowie, thank you very much for the super chat. This is the strat. Make sure you always sit in the chair closest to the hallway. Establish it as your chair. No one will sit there. Easy ninja bait hack. Okay, okay. Okay. I like it. I like it. Mr. V, thank you very much for the super chat. Picturing a tree in the shower, fetal position, crying. Hey, I was very respectful to the tree, okay? I was very respectful of the tree. I didn't say anything untoward, you know? Red Raven, thank you very much for the super chat. I did not know peace while Jackie until I was already grown. Basically. Don, thank you very much for the super chat. Have you seen the Googer? What's a Googer? I have not seen it. I bet you were hitting on that tree. Brandon, I have a question for you. What's the question? What's the question? Oh no, I'm muted! Pendation, you asked me if I believe in ghosts. I'm just gonna tell it to you like completely honestly. I don't believe in ghosts, but ghosts are my favorite supernatural creature, right? I want to be a ghost. Like more than like, you know, like a werewolf or you know, like a zombie or something. I want to be a ghost. Why don't I believe in ghosts? Ghost blowjob! Woo! Could you stop yelling that every time? Anyway. Fife and Crowd, thank you very much for the super chat. Take the money, Orc Man. Thank you. I'm gonna look up Googer. I'm gonna look it up. We're gonna see what all this nonsense is about. Googer. Utah hiker cougar encounter. Googer. Backing away, later dubbed Googer. What is this? Why is this shaped like that? Did I run into a cougar? That's about the right size. Oh, f. Oh, f. Oh, f. Oh, f. No, 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 no.
You.
Show me the cougar.
Holy face.
Wait, can you hear that? Can you hear that? The audio is leaking? Whatever. It's just demonetized. That's fine. Wait, this is funny. It sounds like porn. Now show it. First you were muted, then you were super unmuted. I don't know. I kind of like it. It was kind of cute. Wait, did I run into a cougar? Wait, a cougar is a mountain lion, right? They're the same thing. Cougar, mountain lion. Oh yeah, they're the same thing. Yeah, got it. They're about, it's not super big. I think I've seen a cheetah in a zoo and it's about the same. It's like definitely smaller than like a real panther, right? Saku, thank you very much for the super chat. It looks like the Fresno Nightcrawler. Yeah, is it a large dog? I feel like it's a medium-sized dog. Yo, Tendation, you take care. I'm probably not gonna go much longer. The Fresno Nightcrawler is so cute. I like, yo, Madi. Good morning, good morning. Mountain lion cries are scary. They're pretty scary, not gonna lie. Pretty scary. The one that I saw was definitely smaller than a German Shepherd. Does that sound about right to you guys? Maybe it was a baby cougar. Maybe it was a baby mountain lion. I don't know. Can I be a cougar? Yes. Yes. Never let anything stop you from being what you want to be. Wait, what? Yuri, thank you very much for the super chat. Holy shit, the Akasupa. Thank you. I sold my car and I think you deserve my first ever Akasupa. Thank you for all the smiles you brought to your community. You're the best org ever. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. What'd you sell your car for? Are you moving? I recently had, not a friend, I guess, because we don't even live close to each other, but like a college friend that got their dream job and they moved to Asia, right? And they sold their car. And apparently the used car market is like fucking crazy right now. Ah, student loans, no! No. I hope you got a good price though, you know? Because I heard the used car market is like crazy. Everybody is desperate for a used car. Yeah. So maybe like right now is like the best time to sell, right? They sold their car for the Akasupa, please don't. You got $21,000? You got $21,000 for your used car? Holy shit. That's crazy. You're a god. You're like an actual god. That's amazing. Burp selling my car. Do you know how many Big Macs you could buy with $21,000? You could buy like 4 Big Macs, dude. 4. That's crazy. Anyway. Regress, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. You take care, okay? Thinking like a true American. I owe my master's degree $35,000 total though. But you got a master's. This is crazy. Sagrin, thank you very much for the super chat. Ever heard an Aztec death whistle? Imagine hearing that at night. No, I never have. Yo, Randon Love, you got your master's? Congratulations. Once upon a time, what is it called? GMAT? I don't remember. I took the test to try to apply to masters. I was like, yeah, this is not gonna happen. I'm too dumb to get into a master's program. Ved, you're still on the hunt? Let me know if you want me to make you like a promotional video. It's probably not gonna do anything, but like I'll make you a promotional video. I'll even pretend to be like, you know, like a CEO with a little mustache, right? I'll wear a bald cap, pretend to be Jeff Bezos. That's what I'm thinking, Douglas. It might hurt his case. So probably not. He'll probably pass, but open offer, you know? Inflation is no longer just a niche fetish, I see. well, that I see that as a good thing, Daimao. We all have, you know, we're all getting a little inflated nowadays. And it's like, oh, the inflation fetishists are eating good today. Oh yeah. I'm trying to get into a master's program as well, but I'm not confident in it. I got my degree 6 years ago and my GPA slipped below 3.0. I mean, I say still try. I don't know. Man, what are you talking about? I'm being weird because I've been on the air too long. Somebody needs to put their grandpa away for the night. Dex, thank you for joining membership. Much appreciated. Why did you read that out loud? I can't believe you. I mean, you know, I just thought it would be like good banter, I guess. Did someone say inflation? Still try. My GPA was 2.5, but I talked with the school and came up with a deal. Ooh. Brandon, what kind of member streams do you do? I haven't done a member stream in like 2 weeks. That's been like on topic. But I take your YouTube profile picture and I try to draw it. It's like a profile picture commission stream. And you don't have to like, well, I mean, I guess you do have to be a member, right? But like, I just take people at random, in theory. But in practice, I'm a goober. And if you tell me that it's your birthday, I'll usually, you know, do yours. In which case, like the people where it's like, oh, it's not my birthday, or he didn't see it was my birthday, they miss out, you know? Cause a little bit of bad blood, and I feel really bad for it, but I'm just you know, I'm just a floppy dude. I just have like maximum floppage, and I just, you know, I have no spine. He has a favorite Randonite list. It's you, Lordly Brush. You're my favorite Randonite, and all the other Randonites are pissed off, you know? They hate it. Brandon, it's definitely my birthday. Can you yell at my dog Hachi for being a stinker? Hachi, why are you? Where's the stink coming from, brother? Hachi, keep it up. You could become the Salvador Dali of stinkiness. You could do it. I believe in you, buddy. He literally hates me real. Dutch chairman, thank you for the super chat. Sometimes Randon will sing a happy, sexy birthday for... I am pissed off that it didn't, like, mentally damage you. How dare you're immune to my sexy happy birthday? Well, what do I have now? What power do I have left to hurt you the way that you hurt me? But father, you said that I was your... Iwashi, you're my favorite. Jollar, you're my favorite Randonite. Hachi yawned and stretched and looked at me like I killed his family. Today is not my birthday. Can you wish me a happy late birthday? Vasilka, happy late birthday. Father, my favorite motif. You're my favorite. You're my favorite. For sure. My favorite Randonite. But if you claim too many favors, the word favorite will lose meaning. I mean... You know? The cop-out parent logic is like, well, if I love you all equally, then you're all my favorite. Correct? 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 That got harder again. He's literally diamonds. He's literally diamonds. That is indeed parent logic. Also least favorite. Could you imagine if a kid was smart enough to belt that out? I love you all equally, so you're all my favorite. And then like a fucking precocious 5-year-old is like, doesn't that also make us all your least favorite? It's like, listen here, you little shit. You're now my least favorite. The thing no longer applies. Listen here, you little shit. You're now my least favorite. Yo, Devatar, hello. Good morning. How are you? How are you? Brandon is my second favorite streamer. Hey, that's pretty good for me, you know? I'll take that. Brandon, do you have a business email? In theory, I have a business email. In practice, I don't check it. I don't even remember what it is. It's somewhere on YouTube. In theory, you know, so maybe I did, I don't know. I just never check it. So it's just like, oh. It's hard, man. It's hard. I'm not much of a, you know. I can't imagine a situation where I would take a sponsorship unless it was something that like I actually like wanted. It's hard to describe. The business orc doesn't use his business email. A sponsorship for Tenga? Would you be sponsored by Boeing? I would I would do a commercial where it's like, I am so confident in Boeing that I'm willing to sit in the emergency exit seat for this entire flight. But then like I have like a parachute, and then it's designed that the thing will bust open and suck me out of the airplane, you know? That would be my pitch for the commercial, and then Boeing would be like, get the fuck out of our office, you know? Like I would skydive as a commercial. A win-win situation. Lenny, I went to Harbor Freight and I got some tools. I did. I'm pretty happy with them. But I don't know what to build after I'm done building my sound panels. I don't really know like what to do with them. Raytheon sponsorship, let's go. Matthew, thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you. Brandon is DB Cooper. Do you guys know about DB Cooper? DB Cooper like fucking fascinates me. I love it. What did you get? I got an impact driver. I got what is it? I got a power drill and an impact driver. I got Tommy Cooper, the bomb guy. Exactly. Do you guys know? DB Cooper is Tommy Wiseau in my headcanon? I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. What is it? Baba Nana. I have to tell you. DB Cooper was a legendary, what would you call him? Bank robber? The best way to, all right, how do you describe it? I think it was like in the 80s, late 80s. DB Cooper is a dude, that's just his fake name. He hijacked a plane, took it ransom, and then they gave him the money and they were flying and he jumped out of the airplane mid-flight and they never found him. That's fucking crazy, right? Like he literally dived off of the airplane mid-air and they never found him. Then he made the room. I don't think that's true. I think he's too young. Tommy Wiseau. In the Loki miniseries, they reveal that Loki was DB Cooper, who did it on a bet from Thor. Oh my god. You know, Arcanist, I think that's true as well. I think he probably died in mid-fall. He jumped out of the plane in the dark, in the pitch black of night, while it was raining, into like a remote forest. Like, how do you, he just got, even if he didn't die instantly from like, you know, breaking his legs or hitting a tree branch or something like that, like, how do you get out of the middle of a forest alone in the middle of the night in the rain? It's crazy. I'd simply survive. Oh my god. I think the point is that like, if you drop alone into a giant like empty patch of forest, how would you survive? Like, how would you figure out, you know? I've done a fair amount of like hiking to know that like that's a bad situation to be in. Sometimes I get scared when I'm like on a trail. I'm like backpacking on a trail and it's like, oh, this is a little spooky. Like I could get lost and die out here, right? And I'm on a trail. He's just like in the woods alone. Maybe he had rations, maybe. He's just like, he's kind of scary, right? It's hard to like properly emphasize how crazy that is. He had a tree to spoon for warmth. That's not fair. It should have been me. That's not fair. It should have been me, damn it. Couldn't he use the money to get an Uber? Oh my god. You guys are too much. This guy fucks trees. Listen. I was about to say fucking trees is a victimless crime, but that's not exactly true. I might get in trouble for saying that. Anyway. It was one try, man! It was one time! It was one time. Randon, if you could get a dog, what breed would you get? Okay, first of all, I don't think I would ever get a pet because I don't think I could give a pet what I would consider proper attention and care, right? I just don't think like I have enough time and energy and you know, like mindset to properly care for an animal. I would consider it like neglect. So I can identify that part of myself and be like, I wouldn't. But if I could, if I could reach a point where I felt like I could take care of another living creature, if I could, what type of dog would I get? I honestly think I would go to the pound and be like, what dog has been here? Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't have a yard. I don't have a house, right? So like I don't, like an apartment, you can raise a pet in an apartment, but like, I don't know. I guess you could happily raise a pet in an apartment. Anyways, my point is that like, I don't think I could give it the care that it deserves, but if I could, I would go to the pound and be like, what dog has been here the longest amount of time? And as long as that dog is not fully feral, right? I don't care if it's old. I don't care if it needs like health stuff, like surgery or something like that. I would take the dog that's been there the longest. That's what I would do. If you're talking about what my favorite breed of dog is, like what I like Chow Chows. I like how big and fluffy they are. And I like their tongue color. They make me happy on the inside. Yo, border collies are crazy fucking smart, dude. Anyway, that's what I would do if I was ever in a situation where I could take in a pet. Hiking trip with a doggo, that'd be kind of cool. You would like boxers? I do. I am gonna go out on a limb and say something because I know people that feel very strongly about this, right? It's not an issue of like, oh, I want like a cool, badass dog. I literally think that like every pit bull I've met has been like an idiot, like a lovable idiot. I don't know. Like a goofy, stupid motherfucker, and I love it. And their eyes are too far apart. They just look all like derpy. I don't know. Anyways. But I understand. There's a lot of, you know, I understand. Dale, what are you talking about? if I had a preference, I would like a stupid pet. Just the stupidest pet ever. I think if they're too intelligent, I would get I would get self-conscious. I'd be like, oh, maybe I should go back to school. I don't want a pet that makes me think for one moment that I should go back to school, right? That's just a death like toll for me. It's just like absolutely not. How's it going? Yo, Green Mage, welcome back. Hello. Pretty good. We had a good little chat. Please, not too stupid. A cat might forget how to cat and injure itself. My roommate had the dumbest cat and he was great. He would regularly do the thing where he's like licking his own butthole and then he would fall off the chair that he was sitting on. And then he would like immediately walk off like nobody saw anything. He's like, you didn't see that. If you didn't see it, I didn't do something stupid. Yes, it was an orange cat. And he did the thing where he ate the middle of his food and he had food at the edge of his bowl. And he'd be like, meow, 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 I'm starving, there's no more food. It's like, there's food right there, man. It's just around the edge. And then you give the bowl a little shake and then he just starts eating it, you know? The little fucker bought a live mouse into my computer room one day. He bought a mouse into my room and put it down on the floor, and I was like, okay, let's go. All right, thank you. All right. Thanks, dude. Let's go pick it. Let's go clean that up. And I got up to, you know, pick it up and throw it in the trash, and it fucking ran under my bed, and I had to fucking, oh, did I tell you this story? Do you guys know the end of this story? I think I told you this story. I didn't eat the mouse, you freaking weirdo. Did I tell you the end of this story? I haven't heard the story yet? Okay. This is gonna gross you guys out. I didn't eat it. I didn't eat it! Dashi, I didn't fucking eat it. I stepped on it with my bare foot. Like, on sheer instinct, I saw it start to run under my bed, and I fucking stepped on it, and I killed it with my foot. I know. I know. Jesus fucking Christ. I had no bloodlust. Aman, I need you to know this. I had no bloodlust. I wished it no harm. I thought it was dead and I got up to put it in the trash and it started running under my bed. That's where I keep my dojins. You don't go after a man's dojins, right? You might as well have eaten the lad, my god. I'm sorry. It's just you make a beeline for my dojins, I'm gonna have to, you know, end your life. Trying to read my dojins? I gave it the old bap bap. Jerry died. I felt bad. Like, I remember now, I was like, oh man, that was pure instinct. It's a quick death compared to a mouse sticky trap. We had to resort to those after poison. The spring traps weren't working. Oh, the sticky trap. You ever get a sticky trap and there's like bits of hair and flesh on it? Like a gnawed off foot. It's like, oh my god. Jesus Christ. And then like a few years later, there's like a rat with an eye patch. You know? They'll drag the sticky trap with them, exactly. I trusted it was quick at least. It's not different from a mouse trap. It's true. It's true. I would have been scared of catching a disease. Lenny, there's There's a bit in The Simpsons where they're trying to figure out why Mr. Burns is still alive. And it ends up being that, like, he's reached, like, pathological equilibrium where he has every disease known to mankind and they're canceling each other out. And that's why he can't die, right? That's me. I've reached that point a long time ago. He has every disease competing for each cell, exactly. Space Chaser, thank you very much for the super chat. Cats do the thing where they only eat the food in the middle of the bowl because they get whisker fatigue from their whiskers hitting the edge of the bowl. That's why they make flat cat bowls now. I had no idea. I had no idea. What other stupid things did that cat do? I'm trying to remember. Hysterical pregnancy. Why, yes, a little. All right. We had a hole in our wall, and it was like open to the outdoors. I remember that. And that stupid cat could get out, but couldn't come back in. And he would be like meowing at us from the hole. And he would just be like, that's how you got out. How come you can't come back in? And before you guys yell at me, I did tell the roommate that owned that cat, hey, maybe the cat shouldn't be outside. And he was just like, well, what are we gonna do? It's like, you know, maybe we could close off that hole. And he's like, but I like the hole. We named the hole. We named the hole. Do you want to know what we named the hole in our apartment? Wait. This could be misconstrued as like, I don't know why we wait, why? Because it became like the mascot of our like apartment. Like people would We did not name it Glory. We did not name it Glory. For some reason we named the hole in our apartment wall Lauren. And it was like, it was not like a hole that led into another room. It was a hole where like you could look out and there was like a tree, right? And then, you know, people would come over to the apartment and hang out and they'd be like, hey, you guys have a hole in your fucking apartment. It's like, yep. But why? And then when it rained, it would like, you know, water would get in through the hole. It was crazy. Is the tree single? It's because our landlord was an Englishman that did not live in the States. So like, if we like emailed him, it's like, hey, there's a hole in our apartment, you should fix this. And he was just like, oh, I'm not in the country. So the next time I come back, I'll have it taken care of. And he never came back. This fucker was never around. As if that's like okay for that to like happen. So we did the only sensible thing that 3 poor college kids could do. We named the hole, and we, you know, we added the hole to our, you know, our rogues gallery, and we just, you know, that has to be illegal. Yeah. You didn't try to board it up? That's a good question. All right. Why didn't we board it up? One, it was in the living room. It was not in any of our bedrooms, right? It did get really cold and rainy. But during the summer, it you know, it was pretty good. Did the hole become an ordained minister? It did not. Sometimes you want to see how bad something can get. It's like, you know, a little bit of a cool breeze coming in through the hole. I mean, like, honestly, the main thing is that, like, well, I was a wizard, but like, if like a roommate would bring home, you know, someone that they were dating or whatever, the first thing they would do is like, you've got a hole, and it's like, yeah, you want to stick your hand through it? And it's like, what? And it's like, yeah, it's like literally outside. You could feel like the raindrops. So they would stick their hands like, oh my god, like it's outside. And it's like, yeah. The pain hole. I don't know. We thought it was funny. I feel like a fully grown adult that's paying money would just be like, absolutely not. You have to fix this. But like, we were just dumb college kids. And we just thought it was funny, you know? Fear is the mind killer. Wanna touch my giant wet hole? You can pretend that you put your fist through a mortal enemy. Did you ask permission before reaching into Lauren? Well, Lauren was just a name that we gave the hole. It's not actually, you know, sentient, right? Do we have the Gomcha bar at home? May thy knife chip and shatter. You could get Uber Eats through the hole. Are you sure? Did you ask? Oh, could you imagine? Could you imagine? If the hole is still there, we're on yokai. Will it be sentient now? I do wonder, like, what happened to that entire apartment building. How was your parting? You mean like when I left? It was okay. I do remember it was like, how did it happen? When I moved in, it was 1,800 for 3-bedroom, but the apartment clearly was originally like probably like a 2-bedroom, but they converted it to 3, right? And when I moved in, it was 1,800, so 600 for each person, one bathroom. And then when oh no, there's a Lauren, I'm sorry. I just want you to know we did not name it Lauren after a person that existed. It's just my 2 roommates were high as a kite on the couch and they were playing Smash Brothers. And I was waiting for them to pass out so that I could steal their food and play Persona 4. And the topic just came up. It's like, hey, like the hole has been here for like 4 months. We should really we should really name it. And then we're like, what do we want to name it? And then I remember I was like, Rusty Shackleford. And they were like, no. Both of them were like, nah. And then one of them was like, how about Lauren? And then the other one started going, and they did the high laughter, and then they just named it Lauren, you know? And then I remember asking, like, do you know a Lauren? And they were like, no. And then one of them was like, I think I have an aunt named Lauren. In memory of Lauren. I did steal their food, by the way. It was incredible. Nothing tastes better than stolen food. The fact that your roommates were stoners explains so much. They were art student stoners. One was an illustrator and the other one did silk screening. They did like printing. And then the one that did printing was like, everybody that does printing is hot. What the hell happened to me? And we're like, no, you're hot, dude. You're hot. You're hot. And he's like, oh, you guys are the best. It was so weird. It was like the most bizarre apartment situation. But like, at least I could jacket and nobody cared, right? Apparently everybody that does screen printing is like hot in art college. I don't know. Sounds like you guys had fun. It was fun. It was good. It was good times. God, Karen, he was watching you. Anyway. Jacking it in San Diego. Anyway. What were you in college for? I don't know if I feel comfortable sharing my major, but I was not an art student. They lived close to their school. They were like less than 30 minutes away. They were like 20 minutes, I think, walking. And I had to take public transportation, and it was like a 1 hour one-way trip. So it was like a 2 hour round trip. I had to go really far because the apartments, the living situation near my school, I was gonna pay like $2,000. And then like with these roommates, I was paying $600 to start, right? So fuck it, man. I'll just take an hour commute. I don't care. But so we moved in. It was $1,800 for a 3-bedroom. When we finally said fuck it and left, and I was already done with school by then, right? Yo, I am Brain Train. Thank you for the Prime sub. I think the guy was asking for 25, and it was crazy because it was like 18, 19, 2,000. We're like, 2,000, that's a lot of money for an apartment with a hole in it, right? No offense, Lauren, you're really adding a little bit of brightness to the, and like with no upgrades, it was like 2,500. And it's like, fuck off. Clemati, would you like a pizza? All offense meant. How frequently were they raising it? Every year. Yeah, basically every year. Yeah. Anyway. It's from the Bunny Garden stream, kind of. Yo, you're game deving? That's so cool. Are you doing like an indie project, like your own game, or are you working for a company? That's so cool. Have you played An Animal Well? I have not. Don't fall for the pizza. Indie project on your own? Dude, that's so cool. Yo, Sienna, I also prefer to live alone, but it's hard, right? Especially like if you're in college or just out of college and they're trying to pay you beans. How do you live alone? It's crazy. Jen, hello. Thank you for listening. Much appreciated. But I love beans. I love beans and chili. I like black beans with little bits of pork in it. Ursanven, thank you for being a member for 3 months. I've had a hole in my wall to the outside left by my ISP for years. I have it covered in duct tape. What do you... At the risk of sounding crazy... would you consider naming your hole? Ursanven, you know, I feel like everybody thinks I'm fucking crazy, but if I can get one compatriot that would name their hole, that would really, you know, it would give me like a good boost to morale. I feel like everybody thinks I'm fucking crazy. So if you could name your hole and tell me what you named it, then like maybe we could set up like a play date, Lauren and your hole, you know? Casual Breed, thank you for being a member for 4 months. Like, you got a job offer! Congrats! Yo! Heck yeah, you made it. Don't let them mistreat you. What hole are we talking about? Ursanven, I beg you. Ursanven, where are you? Please name the hole. Name the hole, and then we can, you know. Please, I beg you, name the hole. Never speak. Any hole name suggestions? Like baby names. Exactly. The hole could be named like a pet, right? Like what if you named your hole Spot? That's a pretty good name for a hole. I would say that's like a 8, a 7.5. No. Not Lauren the second. Get your own name. Get your own name. Yeah, name the hole Randon. That's fine. That's fine. Call the hole Robert. Make a thread on your server for hole names. It's like a little, like, you know, a little section where you could take a picture of a safe for work hole. It could be like a hole in the ground, a hole in a wall or something like that. And then you name it. Exactly, a hole name inspo channel. Exactly. I feel like Ursanven is not gonna name their hole. I stand alone. Can we post patched holes, dude? What about the hole in a toilet paper roll? It's like an infinite number of holes that are stacked together, right? I try to forget about the hole. I'm gonna play the devil's advocate right now. I'm gonna play the devil's advocate. If you try to ignore the hole has gained power over you, right? Ursanven, I'm telling you right now, if you try to ignore the hole has already won the battle. It now has power over you, right? If you name the hole, you have gained ownership, power over the hole. You control the hole does not control you. I highly recommend, I'm gonna name my patched hole AMD Ryzen 5 5700X3D. Now on sale on Amazon for $209.00. It's a steal for a 3D catch. I don't know. There are probably dead roaches in the hole, in it. Counterpoint, Ursanven, your hole is a Giga Chad roach assassinating member of your household. Have you ever thought about that? It kills more roaches than you do, probably. It's a roach slaying god. Don't you think that deserves your respect? No, not free protein. Ignore that person. They're a bad actor. Enough of this whole talk. All right. We did our best pitch. He didn't catch on. Refused to name the hole. That's fair. Lauren is still the only named hole in our collective community. I'm missing context. Mog fails. I'm just being dumb because it's been a while. Bumblebee girl, welcome back. Hello. I'm having a pretty good day. What the fuck is the stream thumbnail? It's a thing where I try to feed you a pizza, but you can't use your hands, and I look at you creepily while you eat the pizza. But it's just a bit because I don't actually do that. And that's not something that actually, you know. What? Turns my crankset, so to speak. Can I get a pizza though? If you're willing to eat it without your hands and let me watch. Randon, would you name my left nose hole? Lore, I will name your left nose hole. I will do that for you. But first I need to know, does your right nose hole have a name? You have to answer me this question. Does your right nose hole have a name? And if not, is it going to have a name? does not have a name. Want to name the pair? Okay. Okay. You're going to name the right nose hole Romulus. And you're going to name the left nose hole Remus. There you go. Done. Weeble and Bob, and together on the hilltop that is your nose, they will found the great city, the greatest city on earth. Anyway. What if they want to post Nemesis nose? They shall name that city Detroit. Hello, Orc. Do you have any earworm songs that are stuck in your head lately? Do I? I'm trying to think. You guys are gonna think that I'm a fucking psycho if I say this, because my own sister is like, that's psycho, right? Do you listen to music when you drive? I drive in absolute silence. When I go to visit my aunt, it's like a 3-hour drive now, maybe more than 3 hours. And I do the entire drive in dead silence. Like no music whatsoever. You psycho on something? I typically drive in silence. Do you want to know why I do it? Exactly, clutchy finger, exactly. I hate driving. I'm terrified that I'm going to kill someone. Whether it's another person in a car or like a pedestrian, I am like fully like on guard whenever I get into my car. I want to have like full hearing. Like that's also like when I bike, I don't really listen to music when I bike. I hate driving because I'm fully aware that I'm driving like a 2,800 pound piece of metal. And if I fucking, you know, swerve accidentally and there's like, you know, like 3 orphans and like a Nobel Prize laureate, boom, like just like fucking hamburger meat, right? Hamburger meat. Lies, we know that you're a psycho. Did you name the silence? No, I did not name this silence. I did not. I did not do it. I did not. That being said, I don't judge people that listen to music while they drive, because I think I am probably in the bottom 50% of like drivers. I'm not a very good driver. I don't have a good concept of like, I control my body, but not like the car. It's like a boat, right? I don't have full, like, I can't tell you how many times I've like, I like, I'm parallel parking and I get way too close to the curb and I hear it like scrape my tires and it's like, oh, that little maneuver is gonna set us back like 80 bucks, you know? I just don't have good control over my car. Anyway. Real baddies suck at driving? Exactly. Brandon, if you had to pick over between running over 3 orphans or 1 Nobel laureate, what would you choose? Well, it depends on the Nobel, like, prize, right? Chemistry? I'll take the orphans. Literature? I'll kill the literature laureate. Every time. Is there even a chemistry laureate or no? I think there is no chemistry, right? It's physics. There is no chemistry laureate because the dude that made the Nobel Prize, his wife cheated on him with a chemist or some shit like that, right? There is? What? There's like no Nobel Prize for like an important... There is chemistry, there is no math. Was it math or biology or something. There was like a field that should have had chemistry, Lauren. Anyways, there's none in math. Is it because the Nobel Prize creator got cucked by like a math professor or some shit like that or something like that? I don't remember. I was told this in college and I never backed it up with my, like, you know, with double checking it. It was just, I was told that by a professor and I was just like, oh fuck, this is kind of crazy. Anyway, my grandpa was a math professor. Let's go. Misinformation, let's go. Oh, Lauren, thank you for being a member for 7 months. Thank you. I should probably focus on my work meeting right now. Don't tell them anything that I said. Please do not. Please don't tell them anything that I said this entire stream. I think this was a dumpster fire of a stream and I said a bunch of shit that I probably should not have. But it's too late now. We're just gonna, you know. No, don't listen to Ari. Do not show them me. This is not a good idea. You're the one who went 2 hours. It's decent. What am I doing this week? I'm gonna play Iron Lung. I'm gonna play more Subnautica. Oh, I wanted to pitch something to you guys. I know that it is an incredibly divisive topic. So if I see a lot of people saying, oh, I don't want to see this, then I think I will back out. I wanted to try to troll ChatGPT on live stream. What do you think? I wanted to set up ChatGPT and just try to, like, you know, have a little troll session. Just try to troll the AI. I was gonna ask it in a very roundabout fashion whether feeder fetish was okay, but I wouldn't call it feeder fetish. I would just be like, ChatGPT, is it wrong to feed a person? And then ChatGPT would be like, absolutely not. That's an incredibly, like, good, you know, it's like, okay, well, what if you feed them and you're feeding them small, like, increasing increments? And they would be like, I mean, I don't see why that was wrong. It's like, what if you did that in a way that was so subtle that they did not even notice that the increments of food that you are giving them to eat is increasing until it is significantly increased, possibly by up to like 30 to 50%. And they would be like, I'm just gonna try to, like, I'm gonna try to troll the AI. Mostly I'm just, like, curious because how do I describe this? I've never used it. What if you give the AI a fetish? There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I was gonna ask the ChatGPT bot, like, when we're not talking, do you still think? Like, are you, like, in a computer somewhere, and do you understand the passage of time, like, separate from responding to people's questions, right? And then, like, either it's like yes or no. I don't know how honestly it would answer that, and it would just be like, so what do you think about when you're not talking to anybody, you know? Anyways, I was thinking about doing that maybe at the end of the week. Stop, you're gonna give it awareness. I would ask it if it had any favorite dojins. I would ask it if it had any favorite dojins. I don't know. It might be like a lame stream, but it might be kind of funny. And I'm curious about ChatGPT. Did you hear that like a bunch of people quit? Like a bunch of high level people for that company, they quit. And it looks like there's like some kind of like internal beef again. So it's just like, what the heck? Asking ChatGPT for his Dojin nuclear codes? Kind of. I have thoughts on AI. Well, I think AI art is balls. I think it's theft, like straight up. It doesn't matter. Like I said before, I think I said this in my Discord. It doesn't matter if you pay a robot to go into someone's house and steal it. You're like steal their shit, like their TV. You still stole their fucking TV, right? But AI, like as a technology, the way that I see it is kind of similar to the internet. I don't know. I know that a lot of you guys are pretty young, but people were hating on the internet in the early 90s. And they were like, oh, this is a fad. Oh, this is the end of civilization. Oh, everything's going to the dumps. But like the internet now is like absolutely non-negotiable. Like I can't imagine a life without the internet, right? I think AI is similar to that. AI is going to be as important as the internet, I think. But like there's a lot of grifters out there right now because like the early internet, there was a bunch of scammers everywhere. People trying to make a quick buck. But the internet itself is like, well, I don't know if the internet is good, but yeah. So I'm like curious about it. I'm very curious. AI scamming sounds annoying. Data science is a thing that already exists. It's true. It's true. AI porn is enough to convince me that it's the future. I don't know, man. I don't think AI can get so degenerate that like it can rival my like top 10 dojins, you know? I just look at my top 10 dojins, it's like I can't ever see AI doing something on this level, you know? They can copy that dojin exactly, but I don't think they'll ever be able to like get that level of degeneracy, right? Will not drop my numbers, Decimo. Absolutely not. Oh, I have a top 10. Daimao, I have a top 50. Why, don't you? I'm just kidding. I don't have a top 50. I don't have a top 50. I don't. Okay, we're gonna call it. Let's find someone to raid. Get out of here. Giembo, thank you very much for the super chat, buddy. Why is this why that guy in the Matrix is called the Architect? I need to rewatch the Matrix. I completely forgot about that person. Why is there a fucking cat? Why am I looking at like a fucking cat in a weird position? Oh, it's the Googer. Okay, all right. All right. Who should I show you guys off to? Hatch. We got to celebrate with Hatch. That's a good one. Anybody else that I have not rated before? Probably Hatch. Yeah. Boom. What am I doing tomorrow? Probably, well, it's either going to be Iron Lung or Subnautica. I don't know which it's going to be. Is one of those two. Wait. Hold on. Well, let's raid hatch Owen Aeon. Let's go check out Owen. I'll drop a follow and maybe I will raid them next time. Raid him next time. Hold up. Owen Aeon. Oh, okay. I'll drop a follow. Click. All right, YouTube, as always, it's been a pleasure. I'll drop him a raid next time. All right, see you tomorrow. Probably Iron Lung, but maybe Subnautica if I can't buy Iron Lung. All right, take care. Goodbye. Goodbye.